I told y'all these videos gonna start hitting people right in the stomach because we're exposing this shit. We're done with the games. We're done with people sitting around going, well, it's not true. We don't know what you're talking about. I don't go to the airport. I got an email with video explaining exactly. Let me read something to you real quick. Let me read something to you. I talked to the two guys in the chairs who never take rides but have 12 phones. They're in the black SUV. They told me to have accounts for rent with 25% fee, only 20% if you use your account, and don't worry about Uber, is what I was told. They have ways around facial recognition, etc., and know how to get others out of the queue by requesting short trips in the area. The most drivers decline. I'm thinking about getting a hidden camera and recording more video to come. They're Venezuelan trying to run some knockoff soprano shit. So what we're looking at here is him sitting in his car recording what's going on at the airport. This is not the Phoenix airport. I'm not going to tell you what airport it is because I don't want to get nobody in trouble. But this is what's going on at the airport. You see these guys walking around? Those are the guys sitting in the chairs right there that he talked to. That they have the 12 phones. They got the accounts for rent. I got more. I'm telling you, there's way more to this. But this is what these guys are doing. They don't look like they're there to pick up anybody from the airport. They don't got no pings on their phone. They don't look like they're in a rush to, hey, I got to hurry up and get up. No, these guys got all the doors open. They kicking back, relaxing. They're going to their phones. What they're doing is they're sitting in the phone swiping up. They're swiping up on requests to stay in the queue. They got all these phones going at the same time, doing a bunch of swipe up, swipe up, swipe up, swipe up, just moving, getting things going. And these guys in the chair, they're working business, waiting on people to come up to say, hey, man, I came up here to work today. I need an account. Okay, cool. This is what our prices are. What kind of car you got? Okay, cool. This is the kind of car. All right, bet. This is an Uber account we're going to use. Okay, cool. This is what's going on at these airports up here. Look at all these black SUVs up there. All these guys are just sitting there. All these cars, look at them. They're over there chilling on the ground and they're just hanging out, chatting, sitting on the curb and everything. These guys aren't up there to do rides. They're up there to keep the queue open. And when it's time to work, when a big ride comes to or something like that, that's when they either take it or they sell it to somebody. Because at $300 a week, they'll give you 5 good rides a day. And this is just more of the recording right here, just showing, what's really going on up there. All of them just sitting in their cars. That's it. They're just working. Look at all those cars up there. They're all the way parked all the way up there. Everybody's just out walking around, hanging out. Not really in a rush to go pick up nobody from a terminal that needs a ride. Guarantee there's people at the terminal pinging them right now. You see a couple of cars leave every once in a while. But these guys, they're not in a rush. They're not going nowhere. They're keeping the queue open for everybody else. I'm telling you, this is real. This is real. And a lot of motherfuckers don't think so. They sitting there, well, we think you guys are just making this shit up. We need video. If we ain't got video, you need to record them saying it. You need to record their birth certificate. You need to record them actually in Venezuela and Brazil living so we know they really from Brazil and Venezuela. That's what these motherfuckers are saying. It's like you can't show people the truth. You can't show a queue with 130, 140 cars and then on UberX. But the exact same queue got 20 Lyft cars. It's like, wait a minute. If this is all people rushing there, a bunch of Lyft drivers and Uber drivers, most of us got both apps, a bunch of Lyft and Ubers up there. You telling me it's 20 people on Lyft out of all this, it's only 20, but it's almost 140 on UberX. You really gonna believe that shit? You gonna believe it's some anomaly that Lyft drivers don't know it's busy at the airport, but UberX drivers know? What the fuck? Let's all go up here. I'm gonna read something else to you. I was told they also have black SUV available with a high rated account for rent for 75% of the fare. All you do is drive. They pay for gas, tolls, etc. Like that was a deal. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers is really up there running game. And a lot of people don't believe this shit. Y'all can doubt it if you want to. I don't care if you doubt it. What you doubt versus reality of what's really going on don't even matter. Because we can see it. And these motherfuckers are about to get busted. We're about to get people involved in this. This is racketeering. It's organized crime on our soil. You cannot sit up there and hold contractors out of work because you feel that you can't compete with being normal out in the streets and driving and just getting fares and negotiating your fares because you might not really speak English that well, but you can't compete. So what you're going to do is block everybody from getting airport rides except the people that pay you. Block everybody from getting right. Now ain't nobody getting shit out of this airport. We run this around here. Motherfucker, you ain't even from here. What do you mean you run this around here? Well, we gonna take over the airport. If you want to work at this airport, this American International Airport, you gotta come through us. We run it. Does the airport know this shit? Does the government know this shit? The FCC know that y'all blocking, got jammers and shit. Does anybody know what the fuck y'all doing? Because y'all know me. I'm straight up with mine. When I'm doing private rides, I'll put them motherfuckers on the internet. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Jeff, you don't get deactivated. I'm an independent contractor. I could tell people I work for money. I'm using Hum for insurance. Even when I didn't have insurance, I could take my neighbors to the store without having commercial insurance. I could take my family. I got a car with 4 doors. If motherfuckers didn't want us to drive people with cars with 4 doors, they would all make cars with 1 door. And they wouldn't have no back seats and no fucking cars. You'd all have 1-door cars driving around unless you was rideshare with commercial insurance. Then you could buy a 4-door car. You asked to be going to the dealership. Yeah, I like to buy this car. Wait a minute. Do you got commercial insurance? Why do I need commercial insurance to buy a car? Because you might give somebody a ride for cash one day. Because if you don't have commercial insurance, we're going to have to sell you this 1-door car over here. Motherfucker passenger side, just one big ass fender. Ain't even a fucking door on that side, just a big ass fender. Motherfucker pull up. How come you ain't got no doors on the side of your car? Oh man, I don't have commercial insurance, man. I do ride share and shit like that, but I don't got no commercial insurance. So these motherfuckers sold me a car with 1 door. How we gonna get it, man? You gotta climb over my lap and shit. We got cars with 4 doors for a reason. We got on our insurance, it says passengers with an S for a reason. People can ride with us. If a motherfucker want to be generous, Jeff, man, thank you, dog. This car's, hey, man, here's $20 in gas for bringing me and my kids over here. Here's $20 for gas. Oh, I can't take that, man. Once I take that $20, it's considered a cash ride. Bruh, we live down a fucking street from you, Jeff. You've done this for us many times for 20. Oh, no, I saw on the internet that I can't take money from nobody. If I take money, I'm in violation of the Uber policy. Bruh. You're not even a fucking Uber driver. What do you mean? Well, I might download the app one day, become one. I don't know. I just need commercial insurance. That's what they're saying on the fucking internet. No wonder your dumb ass got a car with 1 door. Now it makes sense. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers crack me up, man. If you cannot give people a ride in your vehicle, unless it's free, it would say that shit on everybody's insurance policy. You cannot have passengers in this vehicle unless you confirm that these people are in your car free of charge. They cannot donate $5 to you, $10, $20, $50, $100. You can't take nobody home from college. You can't drive from state to state. You can't do carpools, none of that shit. Because you are a rideshare driver. Even though you don't got the app on your phone, we gonna call you a rideshare driver because you're doing cash rides. If the world really worked like that, we'd be in a fucked up place. But one way the world don't work is you cannot sit at some airport terminal with an app blocking contractors from coming to the airport to work. You can't. Sherman Antitrust Act. Everybody who knows American law, knows business law, look up business law. People, there's no such a thing as business law. You're stupid. There's no such a thing as business law. Look up Google business law. Google contract law. Google the Sherman Antitrust Act. Look all this shit up. This is shit we've been discussing on this page. But it's a lot of W-2 brain people who don't know business law. Because y'all know employer law. Y'all know employee law. You know workers' comp and shit like that law. You know sick day law, PTO day law. You know shit like that. But when it comes to contractors, when you step over into the rideshare community, into the independent contract, you need to learn a whole new set of laws. This shit's all different. So the shit these people are pulling, this ain't employment law. This is business law. And you cannot prohibit any other business from operating as a free business, especially if they got permits, licenses, the same app you got. You can't just say, well, what we're going to do is jam the systems up. So we're the only ones that can do it. If you want to work, you got to pay us $300 a week or you're not allowed to work. We own this airport parking lot. For real?
Because of a podcast.
I think your podcast has changed my life.
And I'm going to share this podcast with everyone I meet.